Hey guys, Mike Brandenstein with the Worship Bass Workshop and another Jellynote tutorial. Today we are looking at the song Zombie by the Cranberries. Now, go on and get your bass and you know that part. But oh, by the way, we're going to learn how to use a pick today, all right? So we're going to play this song with a pick. Where is my pick? I don't even know where my pick is. I'm going to go find my pick. You go get your bass and we'll come on back and learn this. Zombie by the Cranberries. Now this song is really driven by the eighth note bass line. And when you have the power and the emotion of this song, if you ever watch the video, if you see what this song is really about, this song has a lot of emotion behind it. And that emotion can only be driven by the musicians, by the drums, by the guitar, and by this driving eighth note bass line, okay? So, and by the singer as well. But right now we're talking about bass. Now let's talk about the notes for this song. Now we're going to use the third and the fourth string only for this song. So it's pretty easy, okay? And we're going to be using, now the third string is the A string, fourth string is the E string. We're going to start off on the tabs, we're going to start off on the fifth measure, and we're going to start off with an open E string. Here we go. Okay? You're going to play that 8 times, but actually you're going to play 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 6 times. And then you're going to hit the 3rd fret of the E string or 3rd fret of the 4th string just once and back to that open E. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Okay, then we're going up to the 3rd string, 3rd fret. And we're going to do the same pattern where that 7th note of the measure is going to be a different note, and we're going to use the 5th fret of the A string there. So it's going to sound like this. All right. And then, now if you're able to, by the way, your fingering, keep your fingering consistent. It'll help you as you play the song and get to know it. And once you get that consistent fingering, it's going to be smooth sailing for you, okay? So then we're going to the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Okay, and we're going to do the same pattern that we did on the 3rd string, but we're doing it on the 4th string. And we're going from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. So it'll sound like this. And then we go to the 2nd fret of that same string, and you guessed it, to the 3rd fret and back down. Okay, so our last measure should be this. The last measure of the progression should sound like this. And then we go into the next measure, okay? So, you notice I'm playing with this I'm playing this with my fingers. You notice I'm playing this with my fingers, so it has a nice boomy sound, but we're going to use a pick on this because the guy from the Cranberries uses a pick, and you're going to notice a huge difference. So let's talk about how to hold the pick. Okay, now how we're going to hold the pick is going to be, there's a couple of different ways you could do that. I was taught with my index finger. Now for guitar, what's taught a lot of times is to kind of do this kind of thing with your fingers. You do this OK sign, and then you slide the pick in between the index finger and the thumb, okay? Another way you could do it, and the way I do it whenever I'm playing with a pick, that's rare when I play with a pick simply because I don't always have one, so I just learn to play with my fingers all the time. But what I will do is I'll hold it with these 2 fingers here, my middle finger and my index finger. And mainly because you have thicker strings with the bass, and it just gives you a better grip on the pick, in my opinion. So the heel of your hand can go down by the bridge. Some people like to just keep their hand floating. You can also rest it on the bridge. The nice thing about resting it on the bridge is you can kind of move it up, sometimes right on the string, and have kind of a damping effect there. Okay, which is kind of cool for other songs. But for this kind of song, you just want that string ringing. You want that bitey sound. You just want that driving kind of grit to be in your bass line, okay? You're going to get that with this pick. So here we go. Here's a difference. 1, 2, 3. Oh, by the way, we're going to set our metronome, okay? 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... So remember, when you're doing this eighth note pattern, use one direction of pick, because if you're going to do it up and down, you'll hear a difference, okay? It's not the end of the world if you do it up and down, but it just sounds better when you're doing it with one direction, okay? Preferably down, I would imagine, unless you're one of those up pickers, I don't know. So, okay. So, that will do it. That is Zombie. That's the Bassline. Go and start driving some band and make a difference in the world. It's Mike Brandenstein with the Worship Bass Workshop with a Jellynote tutorial. And by the way, make sure you download the app. Go ahead and do the $9 or the $10 a month premium. It's worth it. This is a great app. Get the Jellynote app. Get your tabs, videos, chord charts, and sheet music, everything you need. All right, guys? Until next time, this is Mike Brandenstein. Thanks for watching.